How are you?
How about you?
Hey, what's going on, Tim?
Get him on the white man. Do what you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. My name is Greg Shaman. I'm the athletic director here at Michigan City High School, and I'd like to thank everybody here so much for coming out for what is a wonderful, fantastic day for all of us here at Michigan City High School. We could not be more blessed and honored to have Miss Barbara Jones Slater with us, and we feel especially honored and blessed also to be naming this complex after Coach Jones Slater. In spending time with her this afternoon, I can tell you that she is not only an accomplished track athlete, educator, teacher, and coach, she is also a wonderful person who has an inspirational message and exudes positivity throughout everything she does. And again, thank you for spending some time with us. And again, we appreciate everything you've done for Michigan City Schools, Michigan City High School, Michigan City, and we love the fact that we're able to do this for you. Let me make some introductions and thank yous before we proceed any further. We obviously have Miss Barbara Jones Slater with us. The two daughters are side by side right here. We have school board members Marty Corley, Deb Chubb, Tom Domkowski, and Jenny Lee Haynes Peterson. If you guys could all raise your hands real quick. We also have our superintendent, Dr. Barbara Eason Watkins, with us. Thank you for being here. And all you fine folks. I'd like to especially thank Jessica O'Brien and Betsy Cohn for putting this together. And a huge thank, I forgot two. Let me back up. They're not out here, so I didn't forget them. Let's also thank and recognize City Councilman Don Prisbalinski, who's here, and County Councilman Earl Cunningham, who's here. Now, a huge thank you goes to our booster club, the MCHS Booster Club, and I see our two co-presidents right back here, Trish Halfaker and Stephanie Conlon. What exactly are we thanking them for? This beautiful board, if I can attract your attention to the new record board that has been mounted and is just a beautiful addition to the track. This was completely funded by the Booster Club. It was their special project. And ladies and entire Booster Club, again, thank you for everything that you did for this sign and for everything you do for our school. Give me a minute here. I'm going to read a bio. This is so you know and understand what Barbara Jones Slater is all about and what she has accomplished in her life and what has brought us to this point. Barbara Jones Slater was born March 26, 1937 in Chicago. From a young age, her father taught her to strive for perfection, and she found her passion and ability for track and field very early in life. She was inspired by Jesse Owens, who she met when she was 14. Barbara competed successfully at the national level and competed in her first Olympic Games in 1952, where she became the youngest female to win a gold medal in the track and field events at the age of 15 years and 123 days. That is a record that still stands today. Her teammates in these Olympic Games in Helsinki, Finland, earning gold in the 4x100 relay were Mae Fax, Janet Moreau, and Catherine Hardy. They defeated teams from Germany, Britain, Australia, and the Netherlands with a time of 45.9 seconds. Barbara missed the 1956 Olympics due to an injury. After that, she attended college at Tennessee State University on a track scholarship, competing as a world-famous Tiger Bell on the track team under Coach Ed Temple. She trained year-round, focusing on skills such as leaning into the finish line tape, passing the baton, and building stamina. During her senior year of college, Barbara tried out for the Olympic Games and made the 4x100 relay team again, winning another gold medal at the 1960 Olympics in Rome. Her team defeated competitors from all over the world and won that race with a time of 44.5 seconds. Throughout her career, Barbara received 335 medals and 56 trophies, including gold medals in the 100 meter and the 4x100 relay in the 1955 Pan American Games, as well as a silver in the 60 meters and gold in the 4x100 relay in the 1959 Pan American Games. Those are not participation trophies. Those are real medals and trophies. In addition, she was the AAU 100-yard dash national champ in 1957, and in 1958 was the AAU champ in the 50-meter dash, sharing a world record of 5.7 seconds with Isabel Daniels. She is not all about track. Very accomplished, but not all about track. After graduating from Tennessee State University, Barbara married Marcellus Slater, returned to Chicago, had 2 children, served on the Paralympics Games Committee of the United States, and pursued a career in health and physical education. That's what brought her here to Michigan City. In Michigan City, Barbara taught at Barker Junior High for 2 years before moving to Rogers High School from 1978 to 1984. She unofficially coached many students on the track team during her free time, and she also led the school's Raiderettes dance team, world famous Raiderettes dance team, more than 300 young girls during that time. In 2007, Coach Slater was awarded the Presidential Medal on Fitness by President George W. Bush, and in 2010, she was awarded President Barack Obama's Lifetime Achievement Award from the Council on Health and Fitness, Sports and Nutrition. In 2011, she was inducted into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. She is a very accomplished woman. She is so accomplished that I can't introduce her myself. I need to bring up one of our esteemed school board members who has had a personal relationship with her for many years to talk more about her. It is now my privilege to introduce to you Marty Corley.
So, before I say my words, I want to first of all make sure I give you this letter and some track suit. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank everybody who was part of this, getting this together. But as I go on, I want to kind of explain how we came to this point. And so, Tommy Amico was sitting up here, and Miss Albertine Allen came to me about 2019, reference about Mrs. Slater, and we dedicated the track, named the track after Mrs. Slater, and I tell the story many times because here I am, 47 years old, and grew up in Mrs. Slater's living room and kitchen with her and my mom were best friends, good friends, talking, and never knew that she was an Olympian. And I remember when I was maybe in my 30s or so, somebody saying that we had an Olympian from Mississippi City named Mrs. Slater, and I was like, named Barbara Slater, and I was like, is that Mrs. Slater's sister? Because growing up as a young man, I didn't know her first name. I just Mrs. Slater. So then I later on found out that Mrs. Slater was an Olympian, and I'm thinking like all this time I've been in her living room, in her kitchen, and never knew that she's an Olympian. But that just shows you that sometimes greatness rubs off on you and helps you, expand your life. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for my mom exposed me to Mrs. Slater for this day. But Tommy and Mrs. Albertine Allen came to me a reference, named the track after Mrs. Slater. And so being on the school board, I was like, that's an easy fix. Just get the letter, we get it going. So we got the letter. I want to say in 2020, and I have some fellow school board members here who can remember we voted on it, and it was, that was a done deal. It wasn't even no questions asked about that. But then COVID hits. And so COVID hits, and it kind of gets thrown to the back burner because we're dealing with other issues within our school system and so forth. And so 2022 comes, and Jessica O'Brien hits me up and say, "Hey, we need to get this dedication going." And I'm like, "Okay." So I had the easy job. All I had to do was contact Mrs. Slater and tell me and after Tracy and get it in. So then Jessica and Betsy and Craig all got this together. So here we are today to dedicate this track in the name of this is Barbara Jones Slater. It's hard to say Barbara. You want to say Mrs. Slater. And Mrs. Slater actually got on me because I called her ma'am too many times. And so I had to tell her that's my mom's fault. So here we are today to dedicate this track after a woman that I had the opportunity of knowing since I was a young child. And again, I'm thankful for the opportunity to know her, and I'm even more thankful for the knowledge that I have now of her greatness and the things she achieved, and being able to be involved to this family with Tracy and Lacey also. Getting to know them too when I was younger. And if anybody wants some Tracy and Lacey stories, I do have some as a young man too. So for the right price, I will tell some Tracy and Lacey stories. but not to hold this on any longer. So at this time, I'd just like to bring up Mrs. Barbara Jones Slater, and again, thank you for all you've done, and congratulations. And this is your day.
We have 5 minutes because we have a beautiful track team that's going to perform, and they're over there warming up, getting their bodies warm. But when I was a teacher here at Rogers and Barker Junior High, I was really surprised to see what Michigan City's school system does for the students. It was the lifeline for our kids. Just like my daughters had the opportunities, and a lot of people ask, why is it that no one knew you were an Olympian? My father always said, what's next? After I became an Olympian, that was great. But when I had my children, and Tracy and Leslie were on the basketball team, and Tracy on the volleyball team, Mark, who was with the News Dispatch, said, why isn't she good? Her mother was an Olympian. And I went to Mark and I said, Mark, never mention again, I am an Olympian. My daughter earns everything that she has received. And that's why students never knew I was an Olympian until they graduated and saw all the honors I was given. And then they said, Miss Slater, why didn't you like Mark? He didn't know. It wasn't my time, it was the students' time. Michigan City was a lifeline for these kids. And I am a testimony to that because I was a coach for the Raider Reds, my beautiful Raider Reds, and they received 15 scholarships to Indiana University for excellence and dance. And of course, one of my Raider Reds was the first lady of Michigan City, Indiana. And so I can brag about that. But to see all of my beautiful teachers when we were teachers together and to see my students again, I am more excited.
Yeah.
But most of all, I received those 2 awards from President Bush and President Obama due to another one of our fabulous students, Tommy Amico. He nominated me through the White House. And I was nominated and I received those awards. He was also my boss. He recruited me as a spokesperson for the Health and Human Services for the Double Dutch, which was taken over by guess who? Michelle Obama with Let's Go. That was Tommy Amico's project. And I'm just saying that we have so many students that were lawyers, doctors, judges, community activists, social workers, nurses, and I can go on and on. All because the Michigan City area schools gave them everything they wanted, and of course, our students. I would like to just thank everyone who was concerned and also who was part of this prestigious honor. It is something that is precious to me because when the education city school system in which I represented says you did a job well done, that is the greatest honor anyone could ever receive. And I want to thank you, and I want to present to you a memento that my daughter is going to present. And to let you know how grateful and humble I am to be a part of this beautiful sports complex. When I was here, it was Singles. And to come here and see this gorgeous complex, I am very much impressed, and I am very happy to be a part of such a prestigious honor. Thank you so very much.
All right, now, one quick big round of applause for Barbara Jones Slater. All right, now comes the fun part, okay? First of all, again, let me point out, this track is all brand new. This record board, again, donated by the Booster Club, is all brand new. After COVID, got our stuff together, and now is the perfect time for us to dedicate and name this track after Barbara Jones Slater. That is what we are now doing. Our friends from the Chamber of Commerce have brought what we call the big scissors. Okay? I don't know if you knew this, but you're cutting the ribbon. Okay? All right? So we're going to do this right over here past the chairs. What I'm thinking would be a good idea would be for the two daughters to hold the two sides of the ribbon. All right? And Miss Jones Slater, you will do the honorary cut.
Okay, thank you.
I stretch it all the way across the track now.
Oh,
So there you go. So you guys are gonna go left?
Chesterton, thank you for coming.
All the way, Miss Bryce.
on the other side. Oh, no, and this is.
All right, Miss Jones Slater, I'm gonna give you a tip here too, okay? Make it one good hard cut.
Go back, hey guys, hold on.
One good hard cut. Okay, hold on, we're gonna do a countdown when we're ready. We're gonna count down for 5. Okay, picture first. Chesterton, feel free to take the infield, thank you.
Oh, let's do that. And they don't cut just like normal scissors.
Oh,
Have to get it.
Katie's done this before.
okay.
Like they're gonna, just like Betsy, are gonna give you all kinds of.
We'll give it a try. Not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
We're gonna do a countdown, first pick.
yeah.
Not yet, Mom.
I got on the track.
Oh, with
It's
their,
hard to see.
Daughter me?
okay,
Yo, this is gonna actually cut this time. You gotta still hold it.
this is the actual cut. Miss Jones Slater, get ready, one good hard cut.
Closer dating and hold the other.
We're gonna count it down from 5. Are we ready?
Yeah.
5,
Ready?
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. It gives you the Barbara Jones Slater Track and Field Complex at Michigan City High School.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All right, listen. That concludes the ceremony. Thank you all for coming. We are going to play the national anthem. We're going to have a special singer sing the national anthem, and we've got our colors presented by our junior ROTC here at Michigan City High School. Ladies and gentlemen, you can come do your thing and present the colors. And if I could get Tiana James up here. What grade are you in, Tiana? 7th grade student at Barker Middle School. I love it. Here is the microphone.
That's what I remind you.
We could have everybody's attention on the track too. Lake Central Chesterton will be playing the national anthem here in 2 seconds.
Oh, say, can you see by the light was so proud we had at the twilight's me for stripes and bright stars down the let's fly for the rivers we fly were so gallantly streaming